No, somebody was making fun of me the other day for that. I was like, bro, I've been saying that for years. Hey, can I cuss or no cuss?
You can definitely cuss.
Oh, okay.
This is Talk to Me Podcast, episode 44. I'm your host, Chris.
And I'm your host, Brittany.
Today we got DJ Biggs Reeks on. Appreciate you coming through.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me.
Today is actually MLK Day. I know everybody had the dreams. We're going to get into the Reeks. What you
Why
think?
are you laughing?
No, this is I'm sitting between y'all when we're having a conversation. It's kind of, I've never been in a podcast setup like this.
Oh, man.
How do podcasts usually set
Like, you know, like we face each other, you know, not like, you know.
Well, it's only like this because we live, actually.
Yeah.
Usually when we're in our studio, I know what you mean. Usually when we're in our studio, we all around each other.
I'm sorry, yeah. I'm not laughing because I don't have dreams. I do have dreams. Yeah. Not to get off subject, my bad.
Well, how did Martin Luther King inspire you?
Man, I was actually talking to one of my mentors today about a speech that he put me on. You know, he's like, obviously everybody knows his main speeches, but the drum major instinct speech was one that kind of stuck out to me. Kind of, you know, as trying to be a better leader and, you know, understanding your role as far as what you need to do. I think, you know, leaders need to be inspirational, need to kind of maintain their, you know, how do I say it? Maybe humbleness, you know, so others can, you know, get to, you know, reach their potential. You know what I mean?
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. How about you?
The non-peace part that really got me with the non-violence part, where he never believed in guns and stuff like that. Like, that's what he told me, that you ain't got to resort to violence, which it don't work like that nowadays. But I thought you could resolve issues without violence. I do violence.
No.
I'm about to say. I'm saying that's what he taught me. That, you know, I watched, like, as I watched the stories, like I watched, they did like just a walk offended people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just walking and just showing you black, whatever. But usually now you can't do that. People throwing rocks at you nowadays while you walking. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, like they out there with pitchforks and
throwing stuff at you.
Yeah, imagine that though. Isn't that crazy how, like, getting beat up in public, getting rocks thrown at you in public, and you know, now you can get, you know, I don't know, plastered on Twitter for just saying something that you're not supposed to say.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't touch anybody. You can't, you know, not to say that the physical part of it is necessary, but just how much times have, you know, changed, you know, and of course, you know, whoever we're talking about, have figured out ways to do things without actually being physical anymore. It was more so about, you know, government control and things like that. Yeah. I might be getting a little too far.
No, government control
that's
and social control as well. Like, people are so stuck on their phones, but they're not understanding that they're doing that for it for a reason. You know, like, everything that we get, we have to look on our phones. Right. And I know that now we don't even have to do marches or physical things. Even people of other races that are against black people don't really have to do too much to show us that they're against us. Like, you can go on Facebook all day and read comments. And it's just a slander. I feel like it's not slandering of the body anymore. It's really slandering of, well, it's still that too. Because, you know, we have our police officers that just shoot people for no logical reason. But we also have the other part too, where you look on Facebook and it angers you to see these people talking the way they're talking. I don't like black people, y'all coons, fuck you, you know, this, that, and the third. So you couldn't see that back in the day.
Right.
So if you stayed in your house, honestly, you probably would have been better off.
Really, I encourage people, just encourage people to use social media in the right way. You know, all the platforms. For me personally, Facebook is like a shit show. Instagram kind of is too. Twitter and Tumblr is a little more intelligent. so to speak.
I never used Tumblr. What
I never really used Tumblr.
Actually,
Tumblr.
It's a place where nerds go to live.
Yeah, it's a blog.
But it's one of my notifications, and I got everything checked off except that Tumblr because I don't know what it is. So I'm like, hold up, I'm not gonna add my shit to Tumblr yet. Let me find out what that is.
Right. No, Tumblr is like what Instagram used to be, except it's just a little smarter, I would say. You know, it works the same way. It's just that it's not as glorified. Mm-hmm. You know, Tumblr was a real hella nerdy place.
Yeah,
it
was.
Yeah,
I'm so serious. Like if you had a Tumblr, it was like,
and it still is. It's still that. But yeah, you know, if you want to know what's happening, you're like, yo, what's the score? Yo, somebody died. Yo, somebody got in a car wreck. Oh, yo, Hawaii is about to get blown up. Well, wait, no, it's not. Everything's right at Twitter, like right now. So all the major news outlets, everybody normally releases things to Twitter first. So, you know, I probably check that more than anything. But you know, to be conscious about what's going on, you know, because I don't watch the news. I don't really watch TV much. So I get a lot of my news and media from social media. But I don't let myself get too far into it, just enough to what I need to. You're right, and then come out.
Get some information.
Some people are just all day, you know, like you can't put the phone down.
So how long have you been DJing?
I've been DJing about almost 20 years now.
Gosh, you don't look that old.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you said 20 years?
Yeah,
20 years is a long time.
Yeah, I started DJing when I was 10. Yeah, so I'm 30 now.
Okay, ass up. I'm about to say, all right, ass up.
You saw Chris look like, wait, what?
Right. No. Yeah, I started like a little bit after high school. And yeah, it's around 2000 is when I started.
What made you start? Was it something that you always wanted to do?
No, well, okay. So one of my inspirations was my cousin. My cousin was a super nerd when we were kids, and he had turntables that he would never let me touch. And I was always real fascinated by it, and you know, I wanted to, you know, touch it, you know, and make the noises that DJs made. That's really what drew me in. I love music, but also this scratching noise. I was like, man, how does that happen? Anyway, met this guy named now DJ Red Soda. Then it was just his government name, and we started talking about DJing. We used to go to the club. We went to this club where our favorite DJ would be, and we would always be like, man, you know, we would come there for like just to hear a certain set of music that we liked, that no other DJs in Houston were doing. We felt like we wanted more of that, and so we're like, man, you know what? We could do this on our own. One thing led to another. He got some equipment, I got some equipment, and bam, you know, just, you know, it was like Kanye spending summers in my room learning to scratch, you know, flipping through records. Back then it was only vinyl, you know, and it's kind of funny how I went through vinyl around 2004. Vinyl started going away. You know, people stopped producing vinyl. And then, like, right around 2011 or so is when, like, Serato got really big. No, maybe more than that. No, I'm sorry. 2004 or 5, Serato got big. Serato is a program that you use to DJ.
Okay.
Now.
I was about to ask you.
Yeah. Every DJ now uses Serato. So yeah, Serato got big. People started getting rid of their vinyl, and then I brought back a vinyl movement in Houston in like 2012. I started, you know, putting my vinyl sets back together. And in that time, vinyl has, like, all the major artists now, if they come out with an album, they drop a vinyl again. And now vinyl is, like, you know, 30% more expensive than it was back then.
My dad had
Yeah.
And Meek, he still has that. You know, he still has his little what is that? The 8-tracks. He has the 8-track, and he also has like the turntable. He has like all the vinyls from like Michael Jackson. Right. I'm talking about like the original stuff. And I tell him, I'm like, man, do you know all of this is worth money? But it's sentimental to him because my dad grew up in that era. There's not a lot to hold on to from that era. Right. So he's like, I don't know when I'm gonna. He probably say I probably will give it to you probably as an heir, but those things.
I'll come get it. That's what I do. Look, I'm like, hey, you don't want your vinyl. You know, a lot of people don't feel that way. A lot of people are like, yo, this is junk. Like,
he's very sentimental.
So I've gotten a lot of people's collections, and I just go through them, see what's good. See what I already have, sell off some stuff, give away some stuff, put together sets for people that are interested in vinyl so that they can. I'm very much an advocate of vinyl and turntables because like this is like the beginning of hip hop.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why that's really important to me. Hip hop started on vinyl. DJs started, really on vinyl, being able to manipulate records for parties, with breaks.
Yeah.
If you don't know what breaks are, it's just certain parts in the song that DJs early on, would loop so that, rappers and dancers could keep the party going. So you would keep looping these records at certain places that were more danceable than other places. So and still, so breaks are still a big thing now.
So tell me, like with DJs now, I know you know about the scratching and stuff.
Yeah.
But now they got DJs where they just get iTunes, the Apple MacBook, and just start DJing.
Right.
And be popping. You be like, where you come from? You know what I'm saying? And you've been putting 20 years.
Right.
And did scratching, doing everything, but another DJ, he's not really even a DJ.
It's so easy today.
I'm like, when you started DJing?
Right.
Yeah.
He's the hottest DJ, but he don't even know nothing about scratching.
He really don't know anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Just the system. If you know technology, then you know the system.
And social media.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not that he's the hottest DJ, he got a lot of followers, whatever, but you've been in it. How you feel about that?
I really applaud anybody that finds a way to make moves and be successful. If the way that they go about it is not exactly the way someone else would have went about it, it's okay. Maybe I should have learned how to do it the easy way too. You know what I mean? So the quicker way to fame or fortune, everybody wants to get there quickly, and if you get there and you achieve that, that's great. But actually, the history and knowing where everything came from and how things came to be what it is, that darkness will always come to light. You know what I mean? So when we're having a conversation like this, and you have no idea what I'm talking about when I start talking about breaks and turntables and vinyl and all of that stuff, then that's unfortunate. That's the only part of it that I would hope that some of these newer guys would, they would keep, the history and, keep the culture of where all this came from. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen a lot. But, I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm only concerned about me and my company and what I do. So even guys that come to me for advice, I would say, hey, this is how I did it. But, if you think that this is a quicker way, and if that's comfortable to you, then go ahead and do it. I'm gonna keep I carry my turntables everywhere. They're heavy. My vinyl's heavy. It's like, it's a lot of work.
I remember back in the day when people used to they were DJing. They had so much.
Come about an hour and a half before the show.
Right.
Have to lay all my stuff down.
You can come 20 minutes before the show.
You can just come
and plug everything up.
And you're done. But you know what? The best part of the party, I know it sounds crazy, setting up and hearing my system, troubleshooting everything. I like the technical part. That's probably the engineer in me that I like that part of it. And so I don't like to cut corners. I want to do it like this, so, and nobody can tell me not to do it.
So what about Waxaholic? So who started that? Because you were telling me about your cousin. So your cousin was the one that kind of brought you on to the little DJing. Is he still?
No, he's not DJing. He never even DJed a party before. And if he's listening, man, please sell me your stuff. Like, stop holding on to this stuff forever.
Yeah, because he got you started.
Yeah, he has the dopest record collection. Like, turntables are in like pristine condition. Probably hasn't looked at it in years, but won't let me have it. I mean, I don't even. It's not like I want it. I'm like, I'll buy it from you, but I'm the same way though. I keep like the things I love.
It's sentimental.
You can't have it, you know.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, he's not a DJ. I've tried to like encourage him to come play with me, but you know, he's never wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one. You have to give him a shout out because he was the one that started you.
My cousin.
Even though he didn't know that he was going to start it.
Yeah. Oh, I did. 2012. I just had this idea that I wanted to play my old records. You know, I'm a vinyl advocate. I've been digging for years. You know, never stopped digging. Every country I travel to, I always bring back a vinyl. You know, Panama, Mexico, South America, wherever. I always find vinyl shops.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even in the U.S., you know, different wherever, New York, L.A. But around 2011, I just I had this like epiphany that I wanted to kind of separate myself. I was like, you know, what makes me different from the rest of these DJs in the city? And I kind of look at things as you have, you know, your top DJs that everybody knows. You're like guaranteed this party is going to be dope because DJ, you know, dope as shit is going to be there.
Yeah.
And then you have, you know, the underground DJs that are like super dope, but not a lot of people go. You know, they play hella good music, but you know, they like to maintain their humbleness. And I just want to spin. I don't really care about nothing else. So I kind of want to just be in the middle, you know, take a little bit from both. And also, you know, implementing the vinyl Cree of it, you know, to make it a little bit nostalgic. Mm-hmm. And so when people see it, you know, older and younger, they can be like, yo, either like, what is this? Or, yo, man, I remember when this is like crazy dope.
Right,
you know?
right.
And so just trying to separate myself from everything in the city. I went to LA and I was in this party and it was like a house and it was real hella small. And I was like, man, everybody's crammed in here but having a good time. I came back, got with one of my homies. I was like, yo, I want to find a small place and do my own thing. And we came up with the name Waxaholics, and that's how it was born. February in 2012.
Okay.
That's when I started. Yeah.
So you like house parties and stuff?
Oh yeah, house parties are the best because like
right.
it just feels good, you know. Just being that's why I like this place. It kind of feels
it does.
You know?
It does.
So I'm real particular about the places that I pick, you know, to do parties and DJ at. I don't want it to seem too out of touch. You know, there are places for people that want to be fancy and pinky up and all that, and then I don't really want a hole in the wall either. You know, so again, just kind of in between, you know, places where people can feel comfortable. People like us that look like me and you can feel comfortable and not have to, you know, have a lot of issues getting in and stuff like that. Yeah.
You such a DJ. You ever had a time where people like booed you or something?
Oh yeah, my own family, my brothers. Yeah. Oh, they were my first the first boo.
Oh, you suck, man.
Oh yeah. What? Oh man, DJ sucks. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget my brother's house party booing me, and you know, I just get real hot and you just feel like, dang, I'm fucking up. But
was it motivation though? Like, does it make you wanna? I know it makes you wanna do better because it's something that you're passionate about. So
right.
When somebody did call you DJ sucks, I know it was it was something where I suck, but let me show you. You know?
Yeah. No. I didn't feel that way at all. Actually, I just you know. you know, it might have been like just some technical errors. You know, it's just like you never a DJ. So here's the thing: as a DJ, you never want quiet. You don't want silence in the room, unless you're on the mic and you know cut the mic off. But if the sound cuts off, you know, immediately somebody's gonna say boo, you know, boo the DJ, because you know,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
especially if it's jumping, you're like, isn't that right?
Right. They're like, what the hell, man? Like, why is it? So I mean, you know, they weren't booing me because you know they're like, yo, your song selection's trash, or I'm playing like John Mellencamp or something in the middle of the party. But booing me because my equipment was trash. Right. So I didn't start DJing until I felt like real comfortable that I knew what I was doing. You know, so I always felt confident. You know, there's those times like once for me, like maybe once every few months where you feel like, man, I suck. You know, even now I'm like, man, my work is trash. You know, nobody was dancing. You know, the nights that I feel like I did the worst job are the nights that somebody's like, yo, man, I had the best time. Yo, you were on fire tonight. And I'm like, man, what party were you at? Like, I was whack tonight. I was so whack tonight. But yeah, motivation though, every day. Like, you know, having other DJs around me that I know are good. And, you know, I take things from them. You know, they might take things from me. But yeah, at that point, I was practicing, you know, every day. You know, I wanted to be better. Yeah. I wanted to be better technically, you know, and of course, equipment-wise, I want the best equipment. I want everything to look good. I want it to sound good. And at first, I can't even believe some of the speakers I used to have, like at some parties that just, you know, I used to stack house speakers on top of house speakers, like look like TVs
but you
on top
have to
of
crawl
TV.
before you walk.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know, that's in anything, any profession you go in. You're going to go in not knowing something. You're going to go in trying to figure it out. You know, I know I want to do this. I know I'm passionate about it. I know this is my purpose. But I still have to, you know, navigate. So you go at first you're gonna be shitty in DJ.
Oh yeah. I was.
But you gonna get it.
You ever had a moment like when you had like a bad breakup or just a rough day, and you come to and got a DJ that night and just been playing some shit that got your mind right, not the crowd. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You just play. You don't care what nobody will hear. You just play.
You play that song.
Everybody look at you like,
for some reason tonight, that song
you got me in my feelings. Yeah, so you know, later on, I had to learn how to separate that, and it's so important to me in my relationship that, you know, I would hope that the woman that I'm with, she understands that, like, you going to work, you know, you just got to go, you know, sack groceries or whatever. You know, I have to go be in front of people.
How you know she have to groceries? Reeks. How you know she have to groceries?
I ain't catch that. What hold up?
I know. It's like she had to like say groceries.
You talk about bag lady.
Whatever it is.
I see what you're saying.
Job is. I don't know why sacking groceries just came.
That was the first one came up, the bag lady.
I mean, nothing bad. Don't get me wrong, but I just thought you knew what you.
Let me tell y'all.
Gotta start from somewhere, man.
A woman that can sack groceries well, she
she know how to play Tetris. She knows back to back.
But if you whatever job it is that you're doing, you know, I don't want to put you in a bad place before you go to work. But I had to learn how to separate my job from my relationship, because no matter how I'm feeling, look, just 2 Sundays ago, I had a girl tell me like, "Hey, what's up? Is something wrong with you?" Because of what I was playing. There was nothing wrong with me. I was just in a mood for something besides what she really wanted, you know. So, say like at brunch, you know, brunch is kind of chill, but then somebody might come in there already drunk, and I'm like, you know, and I'm in playing Lupe Fiasco, and she wants to hear, you know, Lil Pump or whatever, you know, and I'm like, I'm like, it's not time for that yet, you know, but, I mean, you know, like I'm,
it's not time,
right.
It's still
we on the
10:30,
right, you know.
But if I'm like in a bad mood, like say any girl just sent me some whack text message, or I just broke up with a girl or something, taking that to work and y'all looking at me, I have to be. I can't be that selfish. I have to give y'all the same me all the time. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's a tough thing to do. You go to a restaurant. You're like, yo, what's wrong with you? Like, you should have stayed your ass at home today if this is how you're gonna act. Okay. I mean, you can be the same way with me. Like, yo, man, you need to go home and come back. Because this is not cool. Yeah. I'm in here drinking. I paid the whatever. I need, big reeks. I don't want reeking,
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
but they tell you that in the corporate world too. Like when I used to be in the corporate world, they would tell you to just leave out of the locker or the break room, kind of walk in and put your emotional jacket in your locker, because if not, then you're going to, where you emotionally sleep, you're going to get in front of a customer or something like that and yell at them when you don't need to yell at them. So you just have to, and I feel like that is with DJing as well. If you're always in your feelings, you're playing within your feelings. Right. And I'm like, why you playing this sad ass shit? Right. Why you keep playing songs about women cheating on me? What the hell? What is going on with our DJ?
Let me tell you a story one time. I broke up with this girl. And man, she was in the DJ booth, and I'm like DJing like with straight face because she's like literally hugging me, like. And I looked at my boy.
That was after you broke up with her?
Yes, after I broke up with her. She was crying and she was hugging me, and I was like, oh my god. And I'm like, what am I gonna do about this? So I told my homie, I was like, yo, can you come DJ while I go take care of this? And I mean, like literally, I'm like everywhere I move, she's right there, So my homie comes on. And he starts playing every breakup song that he
you
could
got it
think
bad, boss.
Man, look, this was the most hilarious thing ever. Like she probably didn't even notice. And then he started with this is one song by Fabulous and Joe Budden called "I Want You Back."
Yeah,
and like we were laughing because like a few days prior. He sent me that, we just all these inside jokes, and he dropped that, and I'm just like, I'm not, I'm a little sentimental sometimes,
He said a little sentimental sometimes.
Anyway, it's a bad situation. She kept coming to the club and acting out and crying and. It was tough.
Oh my gosh, Reeks, you have people like you have women like that.
Well, you could be like that if you really like somebody. But you can't go. I wouldn't be popping up at that. I wouldn't be that's crazy. That's the difference.
Like I wouldn't pop up at nobody's job. Like they working and stuff. I wouldn't pop up at people's jobs and be like,
depends how good it is.
Yeah, at the club.
Well, I told you that before Chris. I'm like, look, you be dicking these girls down and actually, giving them good shit, and then they won't come back. And you not doing shit. You gotta know what to do.
Yeah, you do have to know what to do. No, so that's the consequence of giving out the good D.
Yeah. Giving out the good D and the good mouth.
Yeah, but,
right. I mean, not mouth like. Well, actually, mouth like that too.
We're talking about. This was my girlfriend, so we were together for a while.
Yeah.
That's why.
Sorry.
He did say that.
I understand.
No, not just random girls.
Yeah, it was his girlfriend. He broke up, but still, no. That mean he was giving a good D time, all that stuff.
That's not memories. Yeah, okay, that wasn't no random. Like on the average DJ night.
Excuse me, Reeks. I know you probably didn't know that about. I'm very transparent.
No, this is good. I like it.
Hold up before we go to this.
Before the show, y'all, can we curse?
Oh yeah.
This is y'all show. I'm here for you. Whatever you want to talk about.
Okay, y'all. This is episode 44. We got DJ Big Reeks on. I'm your host Chris,
and I'm your host Brittany.
February 12th. That's February 12th. Like 2 days before Valentine's Day, we're actually doing the first what we call it? The what?
Speed date mixer, y'all. So it's our first annual speed date mixer LB at Alley Cat on February 12th. That's 2 days before Valentine's Day. Ooh, y'all may get lucky, y'all.
You single? You single?
Yeah.
Oh man, you gotta sign
Reeks,
up.
you gotta come upstairs.
You gotta sign up. We trying to get everybody definitely to sign up. Everybody to sign
All
up.
right. That's
We
cool.
just sign up. It's just something to try out. Like I'm saying,
I've never done
Hitch.
anything.
I never done. You saw Hitch, though.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Remember that part in Hitch when it was in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the speed date. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the long tables. We'll have the men on one side, the women on one side. You get 5 minutes to talk to, somebody.
If you don't like, you
make
switch.
connection. If you don't like them, or if you do like them, you still have to switch. Like everybody's like musical chairs almost. If you may make a connection with somebody and.
I think the speed dating on 40-year-old Virgin was pretty funny.
Yeah,
that
it
one
was.
too.
That one too. I forgot to post that one. I posted the little the snippet from Hitch. I forgot about 40-year-old Virgin.
Yes, I forgot about 40-year-old
Because he said, I'm gonna get you some pussy today. He said, your dick is my dick.
He's like, I don't want to say it.
That was one of the best movies ever. You ever see
40-year-old
he walk in the Smart Tech and he's standing on top of the counter like this? He's like, man, we gonna get you some. They found out he was a virgin, but at first nobody just said that when he walked in there. Everybody was fine. They was like, hey, how you doing? He's like, hey, nobody don't know. And soon he walked in the back of the TV, your boy stayed up there holding himself. But that was a good ass movie.
That was a good movie.
I posted the little funny part where Kevin Hart walked in looking for a TV.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that part.
Yeah.
He said you repping the same Smart Tech. You too. Remember that part? Yeah, that was one of my favorite movies.
He was
right
good
there.
in that. He was funny as hell. That part was like hilarious. Yeah. Speed dating, cool. Yeah, I've never done anything like that. No, I've never done any dating apps or nothing like that.
Never dated.
No, he said dating apps. Like Plenty of
we
Fish,
just was talking
Tinder,
about that.
Bumble.
Yeah.
I feel like honestly though, Reeks, it's not what you would expect. Like if I'm single, I should be able to go on Tinder and Bumble. Somebody else single, we hook up, and not in that way. Like they try to hook up just to fuck. Like it's just like that. Like they'll bring you on a date or whatever. Or what you doing? And the first time they trying to come to your house before they even, you be like, I don't even know you, nigga. Like why we gotta go to the house?
No.
Why we gotta go to the crib?
Oh wow.
I
mean, well, it's easier access on something like that. It's like hopping in the DMs and then you're like, yo, what's up? Like we've been tweeting at each other all this time. Let's get together.
Yeah, you.
I mean, if he invited you to dinner, that's cool. But if he was just like, yo, just bring the condoms and come through.
At least he honest.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, yes, and then you know what you're dealing with, so you can be like,
Because guess what? The funny part about it, she might be down.
Honestly, they do have women
They got somebody, you know what? Fuck it. Because you don't know what date or type of relationship that she been through. She probably been through a relationship where she haven't been getting any. It's just been hit or miss.
Right.
And you hit her with that, and she like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just try something new.
So that's why y'all ask.
No, I'm not saying that's why you ask. I'm just saying you just speak your mind.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot. Exactly what I mean. But the thing about the dating websites, the pictures do not be what they seem. So you need to get you a meeting point. A meeting point.
Right.
It's called an extraction point. Matter of fact, when you do something, you're trying to get out the bank after the robbery.
Right.
Make sure that you got 2 exits.
Yeah.
I can use when you say you be right back. She know you like. Oh, he went out.
Oh my gosh,
So
Chris, would you leave somebody at the table?
That's why I told you Corner Grill one of my favorite spots. You got 2 extraction points.
Oh god.
You can leave out the front part and go in Forever 21 and come back out, or you can go. I'm just saying.
Why would you tell people
I'm saying that's not my real point. I'm giving you a good idea of what I'm saying.
Crazy girls.
Go to Corner Grill. They got the exit part where you can go out the back and go through Forever 21 and come back in, or you can go through the front because the bathroom right there. So you can make that left to the bathroom. You can make a right and exit.
So I knew this already, y'all, but I never strategically thought about it like that.
Well, that's just for you. You might meet a guy that's kind of weird. You got to make sure guy don't follow you home. You got to make sure everything. Like it's all risk. It's all type of risk.
I don't do that. This kind of meet up. Like I never seen you before. I don't. That's why I'm not. So I'm not on any apps, but I'm I go out. I'm in the club.
You're DJ Reeks,
right? So yeah,
you don't see a lot of people. So
you meet people all the time.
Yeah, that's like me.
But some people say they work a lot.
Right.
They say like I work a lot. I don't have time, so I go on a date now. You know what I'm saying? So it's
it's for people that don't have time for that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's just not for. And I can remember 2 instances meeting girls in person after seeing them this is way back in the day. Met her.
With MySpace, Black.
No, before that. Before that.
Black Planet.
Look, I met this girl in a club. Got a number on a napkin. You know.
That's back in the G.
Yeah, right.
That's back in the G.
Old school.
Look, you gonna hold on to that fucking napkin too.
Look, no lie. I got a number on the napkin last night, and it made me laugh. I was like, yo. She just handed me a napkin with her number on it. And I was
That's
like,
funny, Reeks.
I looked at it and I was like, really?
Yeah. It made you want to call her.
I was like, that's hilarious.
If she like it, you gotta call because it take effort for you to take a pen and write it down.
Yeah, it made you
I was
call
like, yo, on a napkin. Anyway, so this one chick, man, met her in the club. I thought she was super hot. You know, it was dark though. I left early. Man, I drove like an hour to go see her, like close to Prairie View. And man, when I got when she opened the door, I was like, "Yo, this is not the girl that I met, a few nights ago." And man, that was the wildest day because she actually asked me to take her somewhere that was like another hour away, and I was so uninterested because I was like, "Damn, you don't look nothing like what I remember." I was like, maybe I drank too much. I don't know, man. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I got out of there. I never talked to her again. I was hella shallow back then.
Damn.
Oh, you were shallow. He was hella shallow.
I was like, oh.
I mean, that's happened to me before where I've met someone. Let me see. Yeah, I think, and it's just like when you start to see who they are. I guess when you're in the dark,
right,
people look a little different. Like,
oh yeah,
or you vibe with people too. Yeah, you vibe with people too. So, and you drinking, so you're in a social environment, and I guess you're just more friendly when you're drinking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the next day you just be like, nigga, like nah.
This ain't good. Yeah, you got it, man. You use some tricks while you're in the club. Be like, hey, let's go outside and get some fresh air. If y'all been dancing for a while.
All right, tips and tricks, y'all.
Get them, positioning them in the right way. Like, hey, let's take a selfie real quick or something. You know what I'm saying? Just a few things just to get you, make sure you're getting what you want, and not.
Because makeup cover a lot, man.
It does.
Man, that's what probably happened, honestly. Like,
he said back in the day.
But back in the day, they still wore makeup.
Back in the day, they had the spandex that tighten everything up.
Look.
You know what I'm saying? You turn into a fox.
Well, that's not true because that's where it comes from. It comes from back in the day when they used to have the
grandmother
band. Pull those corsets.
You want to talk about the grandmother day?
Yes, they have to pull those corsets. That's where that comes from.
They've been doing that a long time.
They've been doing that a long time. Like beauty has evolved. It really has evolved, but it's still the same. It's like a continuous cycle. Red lipstick was good back in the day. Lashes was back in the day. Twiggy came out with the lashes back in the day in beauty. Like, all that stuff is still the same. I think men are starting to get a little conscious about what's going on.
Now like because it's so much stuff
makeup
now. Like
and lashes
you date girls
lipstick.
with anything fake?
I'm pretty sure. I think a lot of girls got lashes fake.
I mean, you personally.
I probably wouldn't know yet. I noticed that like when people get like once they get out of their whole costume, is the eyelashes, is the wigs, is the
Men really think this, y'all, and that's
saying it's stuff that is like before when a girl said they get ready, they got to do a lot of stuff.
So you think she in costume right now?
I don't know her. What I'm saying
as far as like makeup and hair.
She don't got a lot of makeup on. She do. The hair is definitely hers.
It is.
I know. See? I know that. The hair is definitely hers. That shit too late. It's definitely hers.
Yeah, well,
it's good. That's good.
A wet and go. It's a wet and go.
But like, what's the main reason that a woman thinks that they need to, go beyond just a little bit of makeup? It's like, hey, today I want my hair more longer. I want my eyelashes longer. Like, what do you think about when you?
I know for me, I always look different. I always tell Chris, like, sometimes I wear my natural hair, sometimes I wear braids. Sometimes I wear a sew-in.
Right.
Sometimes I wear a bob with a bang because I want to be Chinese today.
Right.
And sometimes tomorrow I want to be Puerto Rican, so I wear my.
Yeah, that's what she called me. I'm trying
I tell him that all the time, but this is not for.
I'm like,
this is not for a man. It's for me.
Just for you.
It's for me, and I do things for me.
Right.
I look my way because I want to look my way, and if a man likes it, then hey, more power to him.
Well, what if he wants that every day though?
He wants whatever
he wants that Chinese look every day.
Well, I mean, then I feel like that's just not the man for me. Like my man, I know whoever my man is. I know whoever my
like I don't want that.
Right.
I know whoever
a lot of
my
guys
man
just want
is.
a girl like I want her like this all the time.
Nah, I know whoever my man is, he's going to be like, "Ooh, babe, who you gonna be this week?" Like, and honestly, you have to think about it. It's something that you a man does not want the same thing all the time.
Right.
Like. Does not, because a woman doesn't want the same thing all the time. We want y'all to change our beards. We want y'all to change our hair. We want y'all to change our appearance sometimes too. We want y'all to smell different. Y'all always coming with the same cologne. We want you to smell a little different. We want you to be different for us too because we get bored, just like y'all get bored. So that's the reason why I think too, if I had to do it, like if I was in a relationship, I would change just because. You know, you don't want the same person all the time.
I like that a lot, actually. And for a relationship, that makes a lot of sense. You know, some people are not that way. Some people are not as, you know, they don't explore their personality that much. So they are like, yo, I look good like this, and I'm not going to try anything else. And you you attract different kinds of people when you are different.
But it's funny because when I wear my natural hair, like right now, my hair is natural, but it's straightened. See, if I wear like braid and curl, I attract a different crowd. See, if I wear my hair like my Puerto Rican hair, I attract a different crowd. You know, like if I wear braids or whatever, because I do my braids. Like I never did the faux locks before, but I feel like if I did that, I just will attract a different person. Like it's just. People like different things, but
it's just like, oh no, I'm okay.
But like you liked us groomed because the men like us groomed too, and that's the reason why we do it. They all like us groomed.
Yeah. It's like in the strip club, they have different kinds of strippers.
Yeah, there is
for different people. So sometimes you walk in and you're like, they got this little skinny ass white girl in here, but it's one dude that
loves skinny ass white girls.
$1,000 on her.
Yeah,
no, really,
because that's what he likes.
That's what he likes.
You know what I'm saying? So if you really look at it, I don't spend like a ton of time in a strip club, but I've done some research on my own.
That's
research. Just researching because we're in the entertainment business and it's necessary. You need to know everything about your business. So I have friends that DJ in bars. I have friends that DJ in strip clubs. I have friends that DJ in mega clubs. I have friends that DJ in holes in the wall. Like everything is. I want to know all the aspects. But anyway, and then also understanding what people like. So being here, why people come here aesthetically. What's the feel?
Right.
And same thing in a strip club. So
in a strip club, if you have all baddies, that's not gonna work. You have to have. That's the reason why they have baddies. They have the ones that's like you're like, oh Lord, she look like a little crackhead. Or they have the big ones. They have the small. I used to bartend. I used to bartend in the strip club. Because when you say work, they be like, oh, you used to strip. Nah, I used to bartend in the strip club. Oh, so I see things, And I used to be like, okay, they got this. They used to have big girls. Like the girl, she'll be big. And you'll see her walking out. First of all, if you're plus size, you usually are conscious about your body. I know there's this one girl. She was not. She was the most confident thing ever in the club, y'all. She got the most money every time she came in there. Wow. The most money, and it's just because she was confident, like and she knew her niche, like she knew the people to go to, and that's in the strip club industry. I don't know how we got in strip clubs, but anyway, in the strip club industry, that's what you have to do. You have to know that I can't just bring baddies on I gotta bring a mixture of everything because guys like everything. Yeah. Guys like everything. Guys like weird shit. Oh my God. Yeah. Some guys like toes. Like they had a girl in there. She had pretty feet. like pretty feet, and people would remember her by her feet.
Right.
She had beautiful feet. I'm not gonna even lie, because I had to look in. I had to be like, what in the world? But I noticed, I'm like, oh, her feet are pretty. You look like you look like you could eat her feet. Like that.
You would ate them feet? Cause like you said, like you would ate them feet. You would ate them feet? I'm just saying. That's how you look at it. So I got I got personal questions because I'm not a DJ, but you know, it's like I know you got groupies, right?
Oh no.
You know?
You probably do, but you're unconscious about it.
Yeah, you know, like
what is a groupie?
Like just somebody that just digs Reeks wherever she go, wherever you DJ at. I would say a groupie, but a fan, like your fans, like people that follow your.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like you hear you DJ tonight?
Right.
You DJ tonight? Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, downstairs.
Yeah, you DJ tonight. All right. So you know you got like fans and stuff like people that just follow you everywhere you go.
Okay.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to have as many groupies as you can get.
That's what I'm saying.
That is the goal, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, you know.
Don't tell them about that shit, though.
Nah.
Well, nobody's listening.
But tell me this though. Being in a relationship and being a DJ, I know that's all.
Yeah, it's tough. There's certain things that I need to be able to do just for me. Building up my fan base, groupie base, whatever you want to call it. It takes a certain type of.
It takes a certain type.
You know what I'm saying? Stop like this. Hold on, let me see how we get it out right.
No, I would just say that it's necessary. Personally, I'm a friendly DJ. You can talk to me, man. I have had whole probably conference calls while I'm DJing because niggas don't care. They just want to be in my face, talk, whatever. I don't care about none of that. Like I like to. I prefer to be in front of people, almost eye level. I don't want to be like up in a booth where nobody can get to me. So that people can be around me, and I want to talk and dap everyone and say hi and hug her and whatever. Like that's me. I want to be in the mix of everybody. While I'm in a relationship, if you just came up to the booth and you see a random girl that you don't know and you're like, what's up with this girl? And I'm like, oh man, she comes here every week.
That's a fan. She shouldn't even feel no type of way.
I mean, but it's not necessarily that I am going home with her or whatever. Maybe she'll buy me sides and we'll talk and kick it. But then I'm done and I go home. But when you're in a relationship, somebody's not really going to understand that. So it's tough. So you have to have somebody that understands that, and then you also got to know about not crossing. Their boundaries.
Yeah, I mean, women, we just. I feel like I'm not gonna say we because I know my profession. I'm an esthetician. I'm a bartender, and I do the podcast.
Right.
So I meet a lot of people. I'm a bartender, so I'm always around. There's men always sitting at my bar, and you have to be personable with that. I know. I was with someone and they were like, oh yeah, what you be doing when them niggas ask or something? You be nice to them. What the hell? Like, what you do? It's my job to be nice. So if you're with someone, they have to understand that. They have to know that this is my job. Stop taking it personal. I come home to you and only you. So why in the world are you tripping? But I guess
I would never date you, but I understand.
I guess as women, what?
You didn't catch on?
No, because I don't date industry girls. Like I really.
No, I'm not about to get mad. I'm trying to figure out what he said before.
Nah, he just said I wouldn't date you.
No,
I wouldn't date him either.
No. So here's just like you wouldn't date a DJ.
I would. But it's not you said I would date you.
I don't date you. I don't mean you particularly.
Industry,
a bartender. Mm-hmm. I know what you go through every night.
Yeah.
So I don't really
like numbers written on, because I got the number written on a receipt paper yesterday.
So look, here's the thing: you have tons of guys in your face all night, right? Same with me. I got tons of girls in my face all night. You have to know how to deal with that. Mm-hmm. Now, a woman that is not sure how to deal with it, if she doesn't know how to handle it properly, if I sat back and assessed it, then I'm like, nah, man, I can't mess with her. Like, she don't really, she'd leave with anybody.
Because one day shit.
Right.
Any night, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but some girls, become, they get it. They play the game right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to get to that point, especially if you're more concerned about your money than anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
That's
it's like, yo, give my money, go home.
Right.
Play the game the way that it needs to be played. But me personally, I try to stay away from, especially like where I work. I'm like, I can't be dating girls that I work with.
Yeah.
I don't really want to date bartenders, but sometimes it's really hard, because y'all be coming in looking all good and smelling good, and you're not doing that for us, you're doing it for them.
I'm actually doing it for me, but okay.
Well, I mean, but yeah, but
to get them tips.
I mean, you're gonna take a shower and get pretty so that you can get more tips. Like you got to think about that when you're getting dressed.
Yeah.
I know a lot of DJs that probably look like they don't give a shit. They just rolled out of bed and came to work.
Yeah, because I was mad. Like this weekend, I had to work. I'm a big stickler on my hair, so I was mad that my hair was going to be in a ponytail all weekend. I'm sitting there like, seriously,
Right.
I was so pissed off.
So I'm the same way. I'm like, I'll wait like 3 weeks to cut my hair, and I'm like, oh god, I really need to get a haircut. But I don't have time. I cut my own hair, so I can do it when I can, but it really takes me a long time. I'm like,
yourself,
so I'm like an hour, out of my day to do whatever I need to do. But obviously, the only reason I have a beard is because it's easier to maintain than shaving.
Some people
every day.
think that it's not. So I know, like I said, I'm an esthetician, so I do skincare and all that. And I got a lot of men. They're just like, man, this beer brings women to the yard, but this beer is expensive. It's it's not what I thought it would be. I'm like, it's hair. It's hair, just like your hair, your head. But I guess because y'all get a haircut all the time. Yeah, you get a haircut all the time. You don't really have to take care of hair.
Right.
So
it's low.
Yeah, that's what I tell them. I'm like, so it's kind of weird for you to say that it's easier to grow your beard out, because beards are usually the things that men are a stickler about, and that it's very just time consuming.
Right,
yeah,
time consuming. And I get it. I really now am to the point where I'm like, all right, man, I got to pick one. I can't have long hair and a long beard.
You gonna look like Moses.
It's too much work, and it's a lot of work. It's to mess with my hair and mess with my beard. So I try to keep my hair low, and then do what I do.
That's why I shot the James Harden. I can't believe he that big lasting this long.
Yeah, he has people helping him take care of their beard.
Yeah, but he got
beard oil. He got shampoo, conditioner. He doing everything.
What they call that? Like people paying him like a contract.
Endorsement.
He got endorsement because of his beard. So you can't just cut it off right now. So
right.
Your beard gives you money.
And I'm just saying,
I'm not cutting it off.
I've got all of my adadvertising, all my marketing and PR.
Oh yeah, because I saw that picture.
Everything is like pictures of me with a beard. If I cut it off now, and this, it'll cause chaos. Honestly.
How long have you had your beard?
It'll cause chaos.
I've had it like 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long time before all this.
You remember how it was before your beard?
What do you mean?
Like, do you remember how it was? How you looked before your beard?
Oh yeah, I posted a picture
weird.
not too long ago of me with no beard, and everybody was like, "Oh my god," But it's just something that people recognize. I remember when I first started Waxaholics, I was working at this place called Double Cross Lounge. I had cut my beard off for some reason. I was still working at the time, so I cut my beard off because one of my managers was like, "Hey, you cut your beard, man. You know, you look like a Neanderthal." I'm like, "All right." You know, I shaved up or whatever, and I'm DJing that night, and this girl walks in, and that I know comes straight to the DJ booth, and she says, "Hey, he's you know, Big Reeks is going to be here today." And I looked at her, I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Girl, it is me." She's like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Is it really?" But I remember.
It does. It looks different.
I remember when I was a kid and my dad cut his beard off and I damn near didn't recognize him. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, you look different. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all been talking about sew-ins and weave and all of that, but y'all look different as hell with no beard.
I agree. It does. I mean,
it shocks you. Like,
yeah, it shocks you.
It like if you like, it's like us taking our lashes off and popping our nails off and all that stuff. You know, I don't have any nails.
That costume. You ever saw
that costume? Why you keep saying that costume?
What's the name of the movie? You ever saw the movie More Money with Damon Wayne?
Yeah.
Yes.
And his brother went out that night. He got fucked up, and he had to take one for the team.
Yeah.
It was man. I don't know what her name was. She was ugly as hell.
Yeah.
But he went to sleep and woke up in the morning. It's like fire,
Right.
Oh man, because she looked different. She was dolled up in the club, but she still looked a mess in the club.
That's how it be.
He was drunk and shit.
But honestly, these girls really like. I look at it, y'all, and these girls gonna be dolled up in the club. I don't know what y'all. I guess y'all be on the liquor because I've been in the club. I've been in the club sober and actually like looked and observed what people do. So niggas' inhibitions get very low, like, and like they feel like, yeah, shoot at this girl, and she be whack, bro. Like she be whack. And
the club,
and I think it's just,
club is like. This is a lounge. Like this is a lounge. You consider this a club or lounge?
Lounge,
this is a lounge,
bar.
Right?
Yeah,
this is a lounge.
Yeah, it's a lounge.
Like Mercy is a club.
Okay, so I'm talking about everything, Chris. Lounge, bar, anything that's dimly lit, like
because
all
she
that.
just want to go out and watch the game.
That's fine, Chris. Y'all be shooting y'all stick. Sometimes I feel like y'all shoot y'all stick.
Well, if you think she's cute without the makeup, and you feel that,
and I'm looking like this girl, you could see her. Like right now, I have on makeup. I have on exactly with everything. You've seen a girl, and you probably get confused because you don't know what's going on because you don't know makeup. Right. You've seen a girl that's just bright right here, and she bright right here, and then she bright and then everything else like why she look like a raccoon like that? And it's just because they don't know how to do makeup like that, blend it right. But if you do that to me takes away from your beauty if you don't know how to do it properly. You know, so I be looking like. If I was these niggas, I'd be scared too. I'd be scared.
I am skeptical about too much makeup. If a chick has hella makeup, and I could see it, I'm like, man, your face and your neck, I'm like, all right, man, that's she got a little layers. You come out and pull it off. I like natural, face, but I mean, makeup's cool too. It's just the way that you. You know what I don't like? Okay, I am not a extremist on anything. When someone is extreme with something, I think something's wrong with them. Anything, not even makeup, just anything. If you extreme workout, or extreme, I'm vegan now, or I'm extreme, I like to do Molly twice a day. Whatever it is, anything extreme, I'm like, yo, that's it's too, you know what I'm saying? It's too much like having an addictive personality, and such, especially people that are conscious about themselves and they're like, yo, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. In Hispanic culture, in South America, they've been getting ass implants and shots.
They've been doing that. That's 70s. Brazil,
that's what they've been doing that. So even when dudes be like, "Oh man," back in the day, they're like, "Yo, let's go to Brazil." Man, they've been having fake butts out there, fake breasts, everything. That stuff is just now culture. Becoming. It's all the culture that is what it is now is mostly because hip hop and rap has become that much more popular. So, and we heavily influence, clothing and entertainment. If a good marketing team wants to reach a vast crowd, they may lean more towards hip hop now because it's more popular than anything. Top 40 now consists of
Hip-hop.
Future, Migos,
Yes,
and Lil Pump.
that
all these
is
guys.
different.
Right,
That's so different.
So that also has influenced the Kim Kardashians of the world or whatever. We want bigger tits, bigger ass, all that kind of stuff. Whereas before they just wanted, hella skinny models and pancake booty. So things have really changed.
Yeah, Victoria's Secret model with big ass.
Right.
And I remember when I was like, man, I
you saw
would
how
never.
Vivica Fox had Tyra Banks.
Yeah, I would be like, I would never be a model because I just and that's one of the reasons why I remember when I was younger. I'm 28, so when I was younger, I wanted to model a little bit, but everywhere I would go, they would tell me I was too big.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'm tall, like I'm 5'11", and I'm small, but not to modeling.
Yeah,
like I'm actually considered plus size because I'm in the double digits with my clothes. I wear like a 10. They want a 4 or a 6.
Right.
And it's like, yo, how small can I get? Like I can't get smaller.
Girls just used to eat.
I can't get smaller. I'm
you
like,
see that real
okay.
shit.
Right.
Nah,
I
not for
don't.
me.
Yeah, personally, I don't like skinny. But like a pretty face though, like that'll take you a long way.
That always say that. I'll be like, she's so pretty.
Right.
And you'll say like a pretty face or anything. Now this person on the other hand, what you like, Chris? Because it's not just a face. What you like, Chris? I've seen his type.
I'm from the country.
Are y'all from the same place?
Yeah,
I'm from New Orleans.
Okay,
Yeah.
sound just exactly alike.
Yeah, I'm from the country, so I like women with meat. Like
me too.
You know what I'm saying?
He like women that he like them thick women that eat that cornbread. He like cornbread family.
Ain't nothing wrong with a woman that eats.
Yeah.
I don't got no problem with that if she eats. You know what I'm saying? Don't be conscious about your weight.
Right.
Girl, I'm cool. Baby, I'm getting too big. No, you're not getting too big, baby.
Right.
I like that.
Keep on.
I like that.
More
you know what I'm saying?
pancakes, more bread.
More bread.
You still like I watch chicks like fitness chicks. They work out. They big.
More.
But they got that everything is right though. It's toned, just toned.
Even with workout chicks now, every girl is doing is squatting.
Yeah,
that's not
how do I get a big plump ass and big thighs?
But even white girls got it. And I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on at Walmart? I thought Walmart had
Walmart.
He said Walmart.
I'm saying the checkout line was going down.
HEB got the thick ones too.
You ever been in line and like some woman passed through and you in line and there's another guy, but he's with somebody, so you by yourself. He can't really give you that, but he look at you like.
Bro, you see
like do something. Like it was like he wanted me to get it. Like man,
because I need to live my character.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I can't do it, but you need to go get it. I'm like, man, it's tough. It's tough though. But that's why I say for you DJing, like you get a bunch of like one night we were DJing, you was cutting up, you was DJing posse, everybody just going ham. I'm talking about. They were just cutting up. I'm looking like, wow, what's going down here? You like, Oh, so that I know that make you play another booty song because you like, let me put on another booty song because they just dropping it. I'm saying, you telling me that?
Yeah, it's crowd feedback.
It's crowd feedback. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna reward you with some more drops.
Man, look, absolutely. If you're giving me that, and as a DJ, you have to pay attention to it. That's like y'all drop a show about I don't know whatever beer, and everybody's like, yo, the episode was dope.
Views,
man. So how do we keep that going? Same thing for me. I'm in, some booty shaking, ass dropping. Every girl in there is going ham.
That's why I
I'ma
like
stay there
what
for
you
a
call
minute.
it.
But-
What you call a new song? Bring the girls to the yard.
Which one?
Black youngster
Oh,
song.
Booty,
Booty.
yeah.
Oh my.
And the beat.
Yeah,
And the little. Yeah,
See the scene?
yeah.
He be like, look, he be
Yeah.
like,
It's the beat.
and
Look, the crazy part about that, what he just said, everything becomes a chain reaction. Because when the booty shaking, the music good, you go into the bar. Hey, get a shot.
Get a drink.
Bring him a shot too, because you want him to keep playing the good music. You want that because you trying to take her home, so you trying to get that.
Yes.
So you sending her another shot. I'm just telling you what's happening. A lot goes on in the club. It's not even though you meet somebody. I'm just keeping it 100. Even though you meet somebody, your main goal, if it's not to take her home, is to get her right.
Right.
But if you know you can pass, you like, damn, I went past first base.
Right.
You know already. In that cat, so you like, okay, let's see where else
You
can
see
go.
this
And
nigga?
if
Now you
he
see
playing,
what you doing
and
in the alley
I'm just saying though. But if he playing the right music,
Yeah,
it's all in the DJ. The DJ play the right music. Ooh, this is my song, you know. So you like, okay, he's setting the tone for you, and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
Use me. Use me.
Reeks is used all
Use me, yo. And I'll get on the mic all the time. I'm like, yo, fellas, now is your time. Go get her a drink.
Yeah.
Ask her if she wants to dance. You know, do what you got to do. You know, I'm always trying to speak to the crowd just about that. You know, because drinks are it's you know. It inhibits the situation.
Yep.
You have to. I want your self-esteem to come down, and I want you to be vulnerable to me because you've been drinking. Well, everybody wants that. I mean, let's have that together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You said
And
it,
tomorrow we can be like, oh, yo.
We had a dope, we had a dope
but
night.
was it fun though? Like,
the
we
DJ
had a
was
blast.
fun.
Yeah, they're gonna
And
say that.
That's what alcohol is for. You know, so I encourage everybody to drink. I'm a pusher. If you see me, you come to me and say what's up, I'm gonna be like, yo, let's get a few shots.
Do you take music requests?
Yeah, I do.
So look, the last time I'm not gonna say who it is because they were at MLK. But so I'm like, oh yeah, Reeks not here. Okay, so somebody else was there, and their manager, I guess, was there, and I was walking up to the table, and before I even walked up to the table, Reeks, she was like, "We don't do requests."
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Wow.
That was like when she did that, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
like that just
And
makes
how
it.
that make you feel?
That makes you
Right.
feel like really like I ain't even vibing with the DJ like talking about the
Yeah.
because he's not feeling. He's not feeling me.
Right.
Some people be right there, so you can't talk to DJ.
He's not feeling
he's just
me.
there just
He's
for that.
feeling himself. You know, like he just playing what he want to play. He's not playing
for you,
what the
for
crowd
the
wants
crowd.
to play. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but before I even got to him,
That's crazy.
Reeks, I was like, seriously, he not no damn DJ Esco or something, man. Don't play.
Nah, they got a DJ.
That's what I was saying earlier. I want to be in the crowd. I want to be right there. So I look up real frequently, and I'm like, yo, what up, homie? Hey, what's up, girl? You doing all right? Hey, yo, let's get a round of shots real quick. I do a whole lot of everything else besides DJing. This guy knows because he's always with me. And I'm like, I'm on my phone. I'm texting people. I'm like, yo, let me run outside, grab this person. The interaction, oh man, I loved it so much. People laugh at me because they're like, you know, this nigga ain't never even in the DJ booth. He's always somewhere else. But that's the way that I connect with my people. I'm like, I want to drink with y'all. I want to talk with you. I want to take shots. You know, I want to make sure y'all are having a good time. You know, hey, Reeks, can you play that? Yeah, man. Let me work it in. And you take requests, of course. You know, tell me what it is. I'll put it in. I try to remember, you know, to play it. Yesterday at brunch.
Where do you do
50-15.
brunch?
At 50-15.
Are you serious?
I was in there.
And I work at Turkey. I work at Turkey.
I was in there.
Man, bro. I've never.
said, man,
So, you know good and well I can't come. I work at Turkey Leg down the street. So
I went there last
I'm always gonna be that's my brunch. So you know I bartend at that brunch, but everybody keeps telling me about 50-15 brunch.
Yeah.
I want to go. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to take off a Sunday or something just to go.
You have to.
Yeah, it's fun. I
didn't know you were the DJ though.
I've been there 2 years now.
I ain't know till yesterday.
Brunch is dope, man. It's so much fun. Easy vibes.
Beautiful day outside.
Yeah, bro.
This is a brunch city. Just a
It is.
brunch
Well,
thing.
yeah, it's become that. We didn't used to be that. More people are starting to partake in brunch.
Yeah, Sunday fun day.
Yeah,
And it's early because you can get inside at about 7:30 and then down.
That's what I was telling somebody at brunch. That's what I was telling somebody at the bar yesterday. I'm like, you can get out 11, 12.
You can sleep it off by then.
Get ready for work. And I think that's the reason why they made brunch.
Oh,
seriously.
Yeah. Look, I used to do that back in the day. The first brunch that I went to was this place called Estrada. Man, they used to have these $35 pitchers of Bellinis, and man, this shit was crazy strong. Mm-hmm. And we would, those are some of my probably most wasted days. I don't even remember half the stuff I used to do back then. I wasn't even a DJ then. I was just hanging out. I was, but I wasn't really like doing anything. Yeah. I was just DJing parties here and there. But this place, that was the spot. That's where everybody went. They were funny about letting certain people in. You had to be dressed a certain way. Like it was real. It was strict. Luckily I knew the DJ, and he used to let me in, and I used to go sit back and watch him work the crowd. And honestly, I learned a lot from him. He wasn't like a crazy dope DJ, but he knew what to do. Mm-hmm. He knew what songs to play. He knew how to play it. He knew how to work the crowd. Those are the best kinds of DJs, in my opinion, the ones that, can relate to everybody. It's like, yo, this is dope. Like, it's good vibes, yeah. But one day you have to make it through.
How you get the Waxaholics hats?
I want one.
Man.
You have shirts too?
Yeah, I have shirts.
Watson had one on yesterday at 5015.
Yeah, Rico, man. Shout out to Rico. That's the man. I ran out. I will have more next week. I will have more shirts, hats.
I want that same color.
This one, cool.
I need that black one.
Good, yeah. Here, you can have this one if you want it. I just put it on.
She gonna take it too.
Yeah, you can have it.
She definitely gonna take it.
I will. But I'll have more. I have more dad hats, more everything coming. I'll just pull hats out the box and put them on, and then just
You got a website? Or you just.
DJBigReeks.com. It has everything. Our anniversary is actually February 8th here. It's a Thursday night. 6 years of Waxaholics all vinyl, and I'll have like tons of merch. I just released a new logo. We're going to be releasing new shirts, new hats, new everything. Yeah, February 8th, yes sir, right here. So we'll probably be up here that night because it'll be crazy packed.
You got any shout outs before we go off?
Man, shouts out to my Waxaholic squad, man. Kelsey, Ozzy, Say Black, Demo, Los, Tony Dark, Rob J. Those are all the Waxaholics. Every Thursday right here, Alley Cat. Actually, this Thursday you can catch us in front of the Rocket Stadium before the game. We'll be DJing at 6 o'clock. Yeah. So after I'm done there, then I'll come here and hang out.
Play Thursday?
Timberwolves.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it should be cool. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Toby. Toby from the SWAT. He's a rapper, up and coming rapper from Houston. He'll be there with me as well. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that supports us, man. Waxaholics.
That's good. We may have to slide through, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Y'all definitely come see me when you're not working.
That'll be right there in front of
right in front of the stadium.
You know what I'm talking
about? No, in front of the stadium in the entrance when you walk in.
I'm gonna be right there.
Right there. Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, the anniversary is everything. That's like the biggest thing we got going right now. So I'm putting everything into that. The next week I'll actually do Valentine's Day R&B dedication night. That's like our thing, doing these vinyl dedication nights. So we'll do like, Rockefeller, Kanye, Outkast, Tupac, Biggie, big, mostly 90s groups and, individuals that have a big catalog that's on vinyl that I can find. Obviously, I can't do dedications for people that have music that I can't find on vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I also have a party called Grande I've been doing for about 5 years. I'm gonna start that back up this week as well.
What is that about?
Man, basically there's this group called the Southern Gentlemen. I'm been their DJ for some years. They started this party. They stopped doing it. I just took it over, and it's just a monthly event that I do. You know, I have another monthly event, so that's every third Saturday, and I'm now moving into a place called Lucille's. Lucille's is in.
It's a restaurant.
Yeah, it's like the.
That sounds so.
Huh? Yeah, it's kind of like it's around the corner from hotels.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, so it's nice little, they have a pretty dope space. And then I do second Saturdays here. It's called Offline, something that me and Black do. Yeah.
All right, Reeks,
Y'all
got a
know
lot
Black?
of stuff going on.
Y'all know say Black? Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, that's. I
Have you seen
feel
Black
like
TV?
everybody knows Black.
Yes.
We have.
Yeah. So he's my marketing guy. He does a lot of marketing for me. Yeah, we do everything in house. So.
Shout out to you.
Yeah,
You're doing a lot of stuff good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Y'all too. She's been telling me about you guys for a long time. So I'll just be downstairs DJing and trying to come up here and see what y'all are
Yeah,
doing.
'cause we usually be on Mondays. You don't
Right.
be on Mondays though.
No, I am now.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
He was here on one Monday. We were here.
Oh yeah, helping y'all get the sound.
Yeah, we be struggling on the sound, but
Yeah.
appreciate that. You got
Yeah,
that.
y'all just need a little audio person to come in and fix that up.
But that's why we actually moved into the studio on Monday, on Wednesdays. But actually, I need somebody like just actually back there, like
Speaking of
Right.
that, you
Because I want to
guys,
play the music in between.
all of
Right.
our audience
Yeah, exactly.
members, if you're listening, if you know someone that is technology savvy or that's in college for engineering, music engineering, we're looking for an intern.
Do some free shit.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You should definitely do that. Put that
We're looking for
on.
an
Just throw that
intern.
on the internet, man. You'll find something. Trust me. I do that all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need this. Everybody has a little cousin or a niece or nephew
Yeah.
that's, he's going to school for this, or we need that.
Right.
And it helps out, Or like me, I just try to do everything myself. I know it's bad, but
It is.
I want to know every aspect of my business. I'm like, I need to know, how does this work? Because if I show up and you can't show up, then the show must go on.
Yeah, I understand that, and I feel like that's something that you should do. But also, there are people out there that are specific to
Right.
what
Oh,
you
yeah.
need. Like so. I can do accounting. I can go get my certification in accounting, but there's someone that has their actual master's or their PhD in accounting. Let me let them handle that.
Yeah.
It's okay to know the basics and the foundation, but you have to have your team around you too that know all that stuff. You're right about that. And also, that's not that too. And sometimes you have people around you that, like your friends, family, all of that. Like we have we have a lot of talent in our families.
Right. Oh yeah.
A lot of talent in our friendships that we don't utilize.
Yeah, I agree.
And we just definitely have to understand. I read Issa Rae said that one time, and I really felt like that was true. They say you always try to sit there and go to the top and find somebody, but there's people around you that know exactly what you need and how you need it to be done, but you really get them a chance because they're right there by you, and you think they don't know what they're talking about. But hey,
I'm number one. Like looking in my circle, I don't really, I try not to go looking for things. I like to meet people naturally. If I need, if I need a video shot, this guy is more than likely going to do it. I know his work. I've seen his work. That's the homie, and that's what he does.
Right.
So I'm not gonna go around and be like, "Yo, let me use this other video guy." Why would I do that?
Exactly.
When he's right there. It's like I was listening to the whole today talking about, I'm not gonna drink, another vodka. Puff got Ciroc. Like this is what we do.
right.
But that's the way I like to do my business. And I also like natural development. I like organic development. I want things to come. It's not like I just manufactured it. It's like like this stuff happened on its own, and let me just let it. So when you're ready for things, and if you're well prepared, you can have things built that way. But when you just want to rush something, and it doesn't have an organic feel, then it's easier for it to fall apart, and then you don't really care that much about it. You know what I mean?
Reeks.
Yeah.
Well, this is episode 44. I'm your host, Chris.
And I'm your host, Brittany.
You got a shout?
I don't have any shout-outs.
All right.
Shout out to me, I guess.
Shout out to DJ Reeks for coming through
Yes.
this time.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
gonna give you a chance to get it.
but after my shout out, then I tell the person thank you. So thank you so much.
Actually, I will shout out a few of our sponsors. Mega DJ Center, all our DJ needs equipment. They always take care of us. Been doing that for years. They're actually from New Orleans, and have 2 shops here. Sig's Lagoon. It's a record shop that's literally just 10 steps away from here. Always hooking us up with vinyl, and we do vinyl giveaways and stuff like that. The homie Thomas owns that business. Super cool dude. And shout out to Misfit Strength and Conditioning, the homie Byron Godfrey, one of my sponsors as well. Need a place to work out, definitely hit him up.
Appreciate that, Reeks.
Yeah.
I need y'all to go on iTunes and YouTube and subscribe to Talk to Me podcast show if you're not doing nothing.
Do that.
And this is episode 44. Appreciate y'all coming on. Thanks.
Peace.
What was it? Huh? I know it might be difficult to get all that music in between and stuff.
I just be like 30 or 4 seconds that I need to play at the beginning.
Yeah.
We got like the middle part, and then we got the end part, and that's it.
And that's just what y'all do.